Hey YouTube, pardon my sound. I have been under the weather, a little chest cold. Yeah, I was checking out one of Penn Says videos, who's Penn Jillette, fellow atheist, and it was pretty disappointing. He talks about in this video. He talks about basically he's talking about how the Republican Party he calls her the party of fear, Democrat Party the party of hate, and he basically says that what some of his friends say on his Facebook page. One of them saying that they were throwing up in their mouth when they heard Palin speak. But I really think he misses the point why people would say a comment like that. He says a few things in there that to me I just think he doesn't get it. And I know he's a smart guy, so who am I to I'm just think I this is what I got from his video. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna start out by saying if he watches this video even that yeah, it's not that, and some of the things he brings up. Let's just take Palin first. Some of the things he said later on in his video, and I will post a link. I will post a link right over here to his video if anybody wants to check it out. But yeah, he talks about Palin and says how he really thinks that the reason people talk bad about Palin, one of the things, I'm hoping I'm not taking it too far out of context, but was because she was a woman. And it very hateful, almost like calling Hillary Clinton a bitch. Um, and he goes on and says you can make as many jokes as you want, but he really thinks that it's more because she's a woman that she's getting this hate. And I couldn't disagree more. And it sort of bothered me because he, as an atheist, I think should understand why part of the people who don't like her have good reason. It has nothing I could care less. If McCain were a woman, it wouldn't bother me. That wouldn't be the reason that I was voting for or against. In the same sense, I could care less that Barack Obama is black or white. That doesn't affect the way I vote one way or the other. Um, the reason, and I believe your friends, I can't read their mind, but I believe your friends feel the same way, is the issues that she believes in. Um, and the fact that we feel like we're about to be swindled again by the religious right because this lady says that she's against abortion no matter what, if the mother's going to die, if rape or incest, she's 100% against abortion. She's against stem cell research, which is just ridiculous. Uh, she is also against teaching different contraception. In other words, she only wants the contraception thing. She doesn't want it taught in school. She wants abstinence to be the main thing taught in school, which we know already doesn't work, and she should know herself. Um, and then another thing. Um, And then a big thing is she wants intelligent design taught in school. So these are like a bunch of issues that I object to right off the bat. And the fact that, McCain is not the youngest president to be elected if he were elected. In fact, I believe he'd be the oldest. And the fact that we don't know how long he may live to be 100 or he may live to be 78 or 75. I don't know. I think he's around 76 right now. So he may live to be 77. And he dies, and then we have this religious wacko in the White House. So I think they object to some of that. This is just my uh, projecting, I guess maybe that's not the word, but what I think they think, or what I think they meant. You have a better insight, but this is coming from someone who I heard your video and said, no, I could care less if she's a woman. I could care less of all those things you said. This is why I care, and this is why I could see somebody saying, I want to throw up in my mouth, or I threw up in my mouth. Now, the second thing is he talks about Bush as if, okay, he says he's not evil. I'll concede. I'll say, okay, he's not evil. But I won't say that he did not do evil things intentionally. Um, the fact that we went into Iraq and it wasn't for 9/11 and it wasn't for weapons of mass destruction, um, it was they had this plan set well before Bush even got in office. Okay, they were just waiting on a chance to go in there. As a matter of fact, after 9/11, one of the first places they wanted to go is Iraq. They wanted to find a reason to go into Iraq. So, whether you want to, I don't know what you believe, but if you believe like I do that it had a lot more to do with influence in the region and, of course, what else but oil, then that's a pretty evil deed to send at this point over 4,000 people to their death and many more thousands injured and counting, and at the same time spending $10 billion a month in Iraq while they're in a surplus. And here we're in a financial crisis in this country. All those things to me are not good deeds. And if it's not good, then to me they're evil deeds. And I don't believe that he's just this good old boy looking to do things for the betterment of this country. And some of your friends say that, he's there helping his friends. And I absolutely, and you said you don't know if you believe that. Well, I absolutely believe that that's a lot to do with it. Look, Vice President Dick Cheney, when he was working for I'm going to get this wrong, but I don't know if it was the first Bush or if it was Reagan. I believe it was the first Bush, as the defense secretary, helped KBR and Halliburton get contracts. Once he got out of the Secretary of Defense job, he got a job as a CEO at Halliburton. And then the second Bush comes along and he's vice president. Now, he wants to say he had no connections. He had big connections with KBR and Halliburton. So the fact that they got the contracts over there, to me, people can say, well, they do the best job, or, well, whatever, I'm just saying that's a lot of surely looks like nepotism, if nothing else. And the fact that Bush is from oil does look sort of bad. You have lobbyists. I mean, there's a ton of things. So I guess what I'm getting at is, of course, I think he's helping his friends out. I don't know. It just really struck me as bizarre, your video, because you were defending and you said you don't agree with anything he's done, but yet you think he's done nothing out of, I don't know, malicious thought. Not malicious. Malicious isn't the right word, but nothing out of thought that he wasn't doing it for the greater good, I guess, is a way I could put it. And you may be cursing at me right now. I have no idea. I may be I may be twisting what you said. People can look at the video and see what they think. But I don't know. I just think that maybe, there may be maybe you should make another video and explain exactly what you meant, because to me, it certainly sounded like that Bush is you made it sound like Bush has just made a ton of mistakes, and I can't believe that someone makes that many mistakes without having knowledge of what he's doing, and it not being for the good of the people of this country, and being more for the good of people in high places. So I guess I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, everybody check out that video.